Fortnite just had its biggest summer event leak ever, and surprise, surprise, it's a DC collab. And yeah, I'm calling it a surprise because nobody saw new Fortnite content dropping this week. Because Epic literally started their summer break, which is gonna run from now all the way until July 16th. That return date is more for the community though, since I'm pretty sure the team actually comes back a little earlier than that. Honestly, I'd bet they're back on Monday the 13th, since the 16th is when we're getting the second update of this awesome season. And that's actually the same date that leaked for the start of the DC crossover event. While we wait for that date to see the gameplay trailer and the content in full detail, we've got this image that gives us a ton of info, starting with Batman himself. You can clearly tell this is going to be a brand new design, since it's summer themed. I'm not sure if it'll be a suit that leans into that vibe, because we already have a ton of Batman skins from the comics and even the movies, so I'd lean more toward this being an original Fortnite design with that beachy summer feel. To his left, you can see his sidekick is coming too, which is Ace in this new version adapted for Fortnite. And since it's wearing the mask, I'm guessing it'll have the cape design too, so basically, it's gonna look like the character you see here, but in full Fortnite style. Moving on to the skins, we've got a new Harley Quinn, and this one's clearly a summer design. Even though Harley was the last skin added for this character, keep in mind, this one's gonna look way more like the ones we had back in Chapter 2. From the little bit we can see, I'm pretty confident it's gonna be that King Harlequin style with the red and black bikini. Below her, we've got Catwoman, who's obviously a summer design too. You can clearly see she's rocking sunglasses instead of her usual eyewear. And just like Harley, my money's on a bikini look rather than her classic black catsuit, since we already have two skins for that. And to wrap up the leaked skins from the crossover, we've got Poison Ivy, who's once again coming in a bikini instead of regular clothes. This outfit actually looks like it's made out of her plants, and you can already spot a flower on her head, plus some sunglasses that confirm 1000% this skin is summer themed too. And since all three are sharing this design, I've got a feeling they'll be buyable as a bundle, which would obviously make them way cheaper if you're into all three. We don't see any more skins in the picture, but I won't fully rule out getting a Joker or something different. I'm guessing this is the promo image we'll see in the game when we log in, so if there's a villain or some kind of lore behind this crossover, like I said, we could end up with any character like that. Still, 4 skins plus a sidekick isn't bad at all. And I'm actually not ruling out a mini battle pass like we got with South Park recently, which would obviously include Batman and his dog. The last confirmed cosmetic in this image is the vehicle. Remember, I've been mentioning across a few videos now that this thing has been leaked for a while, and here it finally is. If I'm not mistaken, this is gonna be brand new for both Fortnite and Rocket League, because there are already a few Batman vehicles in that game, but I'm almost positive this isn't one of them. Although, hey, if it actually is one, drop a comment. The last thing in the image is the Batman sprite, which honestly I think confirms 100% that the skin is gonna be summer themed. I'm betting it's gonna be completely shirtless, just the black trunks with that yellow belt. And I think that's a great call, because like I said, we've seen plenty of Batmans already. As for the sprite, I have no clue what it'll do, so the only interesting thing is that it has the super styles, which is pretty cool. I'm guessing you'll be able to use it as a style for the Mech Battle Pass skin, which is already insane on its own, but if we can get a Batman sprite inside it too, that'd be a straight 10 out of 10. And last year, we got the Superman sprite in the same season this character dropped, so I want to believe they could add this one too. I get that the crossover is only with Batman, but it's all part of the DC universe at the end of the day, so like I said, fingers crossed it all comes back. Seeing this much content in just one picture, I'm also imagining there's gonna be a bunch of new stuff in the actual gameplay. We've already seen the sprites, but you gotta remember, Batman and Fortnite already had a huge collab back in Chapter 1, specifically Season 10, and that's when we got both his glider for moving around the map and his explosive Batarang. At the very least, I'm hoping those come back. Another big thing we got that season was Gotham City, and with how unstable Calamari Canyon is right now, it makes a lot of sense that they could add new locations every now and then, and a Batman one would be a great call in my book. While we wait on this big crossover, we've already got a mini summer event going on, which is everything to do with the sprites. On July 2nd, we'll have the chance to capture these 3 at a much higher spawn rate, plus better odds of grabbing their special styles. And later, this same week, the last special event will be Saturday, when we'll get the power hours for both the golden sprites and the gummy ones. You've probably also seen the shop got all the Marvel stuff, or, well, almost all of it, since in total, we've got 4 of the 8 skins that came out in the 2024 Battle Pass. In my case, I have the Super Styles, but when you buy it, it looks like you only get the normal style. Drop a comment about this to clear things up though, because I genuinely don't get why the second style isn't there. For example, the Peely only shows up for me with this one, but it actually has 2 extras, plus the classic. Like I said, I get that not everyone's gonna have the Super Styles, since that's kind of the special reward for owning the pass and all, but I figured these secondary styles would be available for everyone. Either way, it's awesome that the old passes are coming back, and thanks a ton if you use my creator code when you grab any of these. But we've got a ton more awesome news coming up. According to leaks, more Spider-Man content is coming this season. And so far, the confirmed part is the web shooter returning to power hours, which honestly is already a W on its own, because those things were so much fun last time. But the bigger deal is what's rumored to come with it. A brand new day collab is officially coming next month, and that's the part I'm hyped about, because this isn't just another recolor of a suit we've already got 6 times over. Brand New Day is the new movie hitting theaters July 31st, and it's got Spidey wearing a brand new suit based on some classic comic designs. This is the version I really want in the game, because it's rocking brighter red and blue tones with a bigger spider symbol slapped across the chest. So it's that clean comic accurate look, instead of the high-tech Stark stuff we usually get. If Epic actually nails this one, it'd easily stand out from the older Spideys in the locker. And the cherry on top is the rest of the cast this movie's packing, because there are a bunch of characters that have never gotten skins. Villains like Boomerang and Scorpion still don't have one, and there's a ton of demand for the Punisher since John Bernthal's Frank Castle has never made it into Fortnite either. So if this collab goes big, we could be looking at way more than just the suit. Nothing's locked in stone past the gloves yet, so take the rest as leaks for now. But with the movie dropping at the end of July, the timing lines up perfectly, and I'd bet we hear something official real soon. And of course, the most important part of the update is the story, which right now runs through the Visitor, who is Gino. In this update, he could be spotted in the loading screen they added for week 3 of the story, and we can see him holding the Foundation's helmet while fist bumping the other 2 members of the Seven. Also tied to the story, we'll have some quests to rescue a giant gem that's now under the control of the Dark Voyager. So we'll get to see how the story evolves in this part too. If you've been enjoying this season, Fortnite just dropped some content that you absolutely can't sleep on, because we've got some insane improvements to the game, a ton of collabs, and even a brand new season over in OG. But let's kick things off with the stars of the season, the Sprites. 5 of them were already officially announced by Fortnite. One was the fish stick, which was the easiest to get since it even pops up in regular chests a lot, and the buff it gives you is increased swim speed. And not just that, it also boosts your normal movement. At level 1 you'll get 25% faster swimming and 10% faster movement, and maxed out it'll hit 200% swim speed and 50% faster movement. As for the Aura one, we get a jump rock that we'll see later on once you deal damage to an enemy. At level 1, you'll need to hit them for 175 damage, and at level 5, you'll only need 75. The boss one bumps up your max health and shield. Each level up gives you 5 of each, and when you hit max level, you'll have 125 shield and 125 health. Then the Reaper one marks whoever shoots you. At level 1, it marks them for 3 seconds, and at max level, it'll mark them for 5. And lastly, the Striker gives you a speed boost when you jump, and that effect lasts 6 seconds at level 1 and 10 seconds at max level. This sprite is actually the weirdest one to unlock since you've got to score a goal on the new soccer field, which we already had one of before, but now we've got this upgraded version. And speaking of locations, where Jones is hanging out has changed too, since now loopers bring gifts and flowers to Jonesy's recovery capsule. Now, circling back to the sprites I haven't covered yet, we've got the 7-1 and the Air one. The Air one boosts your sprint speed and jump height, and on top of that, it cancels fall damage, so it's probably the best sprite you can run. And honestly, all leveling it up does is increase your jump. As for the 7-1, you can see your enemy's footprints on the ground, and that lasts 10 seconds at level 1 and 30 seconds at max. All of this drops as part of the new event called Fortnite Goes Wild, which would be, in heavy air quotes, the summer event, though we'll probably get a lot more. and this image confirms it'll run from the 25th to July 9th. Now for skins and collabs, let's start with Olivia Rodrigo, which we already knew was coming. We've also got this emote here from her iconic song, and even a second emote, this one right here. As for instruments, which double as a back bling pickaxe, we've got this. And finally, her microphone. This skin, by the way, is also an NPC on the island, and if you talk to her, she'll gift you a loading screen, this one here. Then for the 4th of July, we've got the American Dad collab confirmed, and in this case, we'd be getting Stan Smith with a back bling pickaxe, and probably a sidekick that we don't know yet. Though the most likely picks would be Roger, since he's the most popular character on the show, or Klaus, since we've got a fish in the game, and he's actually Stan Smith's pet. Speaking of upcoming weapons, the bounce pistol is 100% locked in for later this season. We actually caught a glimpse of it in the trailer. It's the one where bullets ricochet off surfaces. That same trailer also showed off a new mechanic for securing a win, and we've seen something similar in older mode. Basically, the bus spawns mid-match, and to clutch the victory, you just have to hijack it and hold your ground for as long as possible while the entire lobby hunts you down. I fully expect this to drop in the first major update this month. Also, Epic just wrapped up its biggest event of the year, covering games, their own engine, and of course, Fortnite. And out of everything we saw in this presentation, there's something that's gonna change the game forever. Fortnite skins are gonna be playable in tons of other games, just like a ton of collabs are gonna roll in thanks to the new Unreal Engine 6. Basically, Epic pitched this new idea where developers building their own games will be able to create their own skins. And those skins won't just live in their own universe, they'll be shareable across other games. And obviously Fortnite is one of them. It's pretty similar to what we already have with the Creative Islands, but keep in mind that the games built in Unreal Engine 6 could be made by absolutely massive studios, so the characters from these huge companies are gonna show up in Fortnite. And in the same way, we'll be able to take our Fortnite characters into these big games. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see how it actually shakes out, but right off the bat, this sounds completely insane. They also showed off the Simpsons creative mode that's coming soon, and honestly, it'll probably come with more skins. We've also got confirmation that the Reload map is making a comeback this summer. As for collabs, they confirmed we're getting more than 30 video game related ones for 2026. We'll start with one that's already locked in, and that's Sonic, though this one's tied to the racing game. And considering we already have Sonic's car in Fortnite, I'm hoping the next cosmetic is a skin. K-pop Demon Hunters also got brought up in the presentation, but not to announce a new wave. Just to point out that the full collab, with weapons, trailers, and skins, was pulled together in only 2 months. I wanted to highlight that because it says a lot about how fast Fortnite can drop the collabs that are trending in the moment. Fortnite just kicked off a contest to design our own sprites, and to enter you just have to post your design on social media with the hashtags. 3 winners are going to come out of this, so their characters will get added into Fortnite. And on top of that, each winner is going to get a cash prize. And by the way, if you're going to submit one, good luck landing a spot among the winners. Earlier I told you I'd also talk about the leaked collabs, and those would be Chucky, which will probably come as a sidekick since there are files in the games. Another interesting collab would be with Crunchyroll. And the thing is, this anime streaming app has a creative island inside Fortnite. Going off what I said earlier about Unreal Engine, a new skin would almost be confirmed, but for now it's just a heads up, and I'm not ruling out that we might see this collab in the game down the road. And for all these new things, we obviously have to wait for the upcoming updates, and luckily they're already leaked at this point. The next one would land in 2 weeks, July on the 16th and the 30th, and the last one on August 20th. Keep in mind there are only a few patches, since Epic will be on vacation during this stretch. The upside is we should expect each update to be big. In fact, it's also already been leaked that the Rift anomalies are coming, though those will probably show up at the end of the season. Another new thing we've got is the storm forms, since we'd be getting new ones soon, and one of them would be the Duck Head or the Sprites form. In this update, we're getting the new Season 9 Battle Pass. Unreal Workshop also showed us how the OG remake is gonna look. As you guys already know, that Season 9 is also bringing new weapons and map changes, but I'm gonna save all of that for a follow-up video. As for Blitz, there's been talk that rivalries could be coming soon, and the Star Wars collab we currently have is gonna wrap up on July 16th. But for sure, the main highlight of the whole month is the new season and its storyline.